Hello, good morning, good afternoon, well, somewhere in between. It is a foggy day here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Let's go for a quick stroll around downtown Minneapolis in the fog. A lot of activity up there in the Skyway. Probably people out on their lunch breaks. But yeah, I woke up to a decently warm day in the 50s today for Minnesota winter, and then now I see we should be heading back to the typical Minnesota cold. So in the coming days, I think we have a few that have the highs under 20 Fahrenheit, so it'll be nice and chilly here. Should start to see lakes and streams start to freeze over. Maybe get some snow tomorrow. Hopefully get some snow tomorrow. But we will see. Currently here in Government Plaza, outside of Minneapolis City Hall. Let me see if this chat's working today. I know last time I streamed last week, I wasn't seeing anything from the chat, and then when I went back, I could see that there were people saying stuff, so sorry to everyone I missed there. Let's see, I sent a little message. Let's see if it pops up. Yeah, that chat function still isn't working with Prism. So I use this app, Prism, to do the live streams, and it connects to YouTube, and then you can connect it to other sources too. But for whatever reason, the chat's not working right now. And it didn't work last week either. Oh well. Fog here is starting to clear up a little bit, thinning out a bit from where it was this morning, but some still nice fog cover here in the city. I love these foggy days like this. I mean, even when it was a little denser earlier, big fan of how places look in the fog cover. It's beautiful in my opinion. Some cool details there on the Lumen building. I actually think Lumen owns and operates out of more than one of these buildings. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I will remember after the stream today to take a look at what's causing that chat issue, because it's happened before. It happened, I think, a little over a year ago, and I don't know if I had to log out or do something with the app, but got it to start working again. Maybe I will try it again later this week or something. We'll see. If it snows, I'll probably record a video just enjoying the snow without me yapping over it. Love the light rail trains there going by the Sioux Line. Beautiful building here in downtown Minneapolis. This is the Nicollet Mall station. Technically supposed to scan the card before stepping up here, but oh well. Here we are at Nicollet Mall. got a green light. I am heading up to Hennepin at the moment. And then we'll probably walk around the Hennepin area and might go see the river, the Mississippi River there. I'm not quite sure where I'll go yet. As of right now, just kind of watching the trains go by, wandering around. If you are a late joiner, I'll probably announce this every 10 minutes or so that I'm streaming today, that the chat is not working and I can't see it. So if you are out there involved in the chat, I hope you're having a great day, and I appreciate you being there, but I can't see what you're saying. I'll try to get that sorted out before the next stream. Currently walking east on Hennepin Ave, coming up on the Central Library, 4th Street. Ooh, route training. That's the new, I think the E-line is what it's going to be called, right? The one going from new rapid transit line coming in here in Minneapolis and Edina, going from the mall in Edina all the way to University of Minnesota campus. Excited to give that a ride. I think it opens up in about a week, a little over a week. Maybe a week from Saturday or something. I still haven't recorded a video on the B line yet. Need to do that one too. Unless I log onto YouTube and see someone else has done it. Then you can just watch that one. Here on the right is the Hennepin County Central Library. Very cool library, great selection. You can go in and get your Prince library card. Actually, you probably can't, they're probably all out of them. I don't know. But yeah, they did a a Prince library card design recently, and I picked up one of them. I thought it came out pretty cool. Let me show you here. There is your Prince library card in the Hennepin County Library. I'd show you the back, but then you could take all my holds, hack into my library account. There's your focus. Yeah, I felt kind of bad getting a new library card because I still had my old one and it worked fine, and I ended up just throwing that little piece of plastic away, but maybe wasteful. But gotta have that crucial Prince library card. St. Paul had a pretty cool one last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I think it was the Laser Loon library card. So this loon with lasers coming out of his eyes looking at a book. And then I think it said like read or something. What do we got going on here? Some discolored water coming out of there. Oh yeah, looks like that fog's getting denser as we get closer to the Mississippi River. That's what I was hoping for. The building I've been working out of downtown typically has this really cool view of like the Fauché Tower and a few other places downtown. And really nice view. But today it is just pure cloud cover, pure fog. It's up there, it's dense enough to where you can't see anything. What is the coffee shop here called? Soka. So I have a friend who I've been going to coffee with for a while now, and we go to coffee throughout downtown Minneapolis. And yeah, we've tried most of the coffee shops in downtown Minneapolis, and I think that one right here behind us, Soka Cafe inside RBC Gateway, is one of the favorites. It's a really good one. Decent latte, nice light. You're at the street level, so you sit over on this side, you can get the windows or get the window view out. They do have shades over the Hennepin side, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but oh well. Yeah, good coffee shop. Also really like SK, that one, newer one in the Skyway. I think there's one called Blackwater on 5th. Another really good downtown coffee shop. the new fragment in SPS Tower. You can never go wrong with fragment. Make some solid lattes there. Yeah, a lot of really good coffee options in downtown Minneapolis in the Skyway. Great spot to grab a coffee and have a chat. Some that are just okay, but definitely a handful that I thought were very good. It was your foggy Nicollet Mall view. And this building here that we're walking underneath at the moment just recently sold, and I want to say I read that it's going to have at least some sort of a public-facing element to it. So this beautiful icon of downtown Minneapolis, one of the more unique and standout buildings here, is going to be open to the public. This is the Northwestern National Life Insurance Building from 1965. Completed in 1965, the Northwestern National Life Building was designed by famed architect Minoru Yamasaki, who also designed 100 Washington Square and is seen as a high point of architecture in Minneapolis. Prior to its construction, the land on which it stood had become known as Skid Row. The building was part of the urban renewal in the Gateway area. There's a really interesting PBS documentary where they have footage from the Gateway district here before it was demolished. Really interesting to think about what this area would have looked like had they not torn everything down. But lots of bars, lots of laborers hanging out here. And then I think there's like a rich, if I remember correctly, I know Minneapolis has a rich history in the LGBTQ community, but I believe that a lot of the bars in that area were gay bars as well. And then I think that might have been part of the reason why city leaders tore it down, but those are heavier accusations. But yeah, it's there's one, I can't remember what the first one's called, unfortunately, and the second I believe is called like Return to the Gateway. But there are two long PBS footage documentaries, and one has a guy speaking over it and talking about it, and really interesting. Highly recommend those if you enjoy. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably enjoy urban footage and cities and a little bit slower television. If I'll try to remember to add that link to the description of this video to both of those PBS. And I'll get back to this. The building was designed as the headquarters for the Northwestern National Life Insurance Company. Completed in 1965, the building has 220,000 square feet over 6 stories. Yamasaki designed the building as a park with a building in it. The defining feature of the building is its portico facing Hennepin Avenue. The portico features 15 columns of white quartz concrete that rise 85 feet and end as Gothic style arches. The columns act as support for the building and continue around the perimeter of the building. Between these columns are panels of Vermont Verde antique marble in a bookleaf pattern, filling the interstices along with narrow vertical fenestration. Really is a beautiful and unique building. Cannot wait to see what they came up with. It. Hopefully, some sort of museum. I think it'll be a great spot to get people out when they're coming downtown, enjoying Minneapolis, and seeing this beautiful building. Starting to feel a few raindrops here and there. And someone left their book behind. No, don't start raining yet. I'm hoping that the rain holds out at least a few hours so I can finish up my work day and get home before I start getting rained on. I'm on my bike and don't want to get too wet. I don't have any of those, like the rain pants or snow pants that are specific for biking. I guess I do have snow pants in general that I use in the winter, but none of the bike specific ones. I guess if it starts raining, I'll just take the bus. No big deal. Good to have options. All right, I'm not going that way. The ASDF. These people on the corner look very friendly, and I don't feel like being confronted at the moment. All right, coming up on that Hennepin Avenue Bridge, and the fog rising over the Mississippi River. Rider alert, Route 6 will be discontinued as of Saturday, December 6th and will no longer serve this stop. The bus stop will continue being served by other local service. Yeah, so that Route 6 would be the one that is being replaced by the E line. Maybe I should do a Route 6 ride since that's going away. Yeah, that's probably, why not both, but if I'm gonna prioritize doing something in the next couple weeks, getting on that route that's going to be eliminated could be a good idea. You have the Minneapolis Federal Reserve building in front of us here. Oh, that was not ample crossing time. I don't think I hit the button in time. Probably my bad. funny, I started this channel a few years back because I enjoy walking, enjoy showing Minneapolis, enjoy cities, enjoy similar stuff from throughout the world, and wanted to do it here. It's kind of turned into this much more encompassing lens in which I view walking and enjoying urban areas, where I start thinking about how long a crossing is, and one minute you're watching a video in New York because you want to see what it's like there, the next you're making your own YouTube channel, and then a little later you're recording crossings to make sure that they are having adequate time. It's interesting how quick that stuff happens. This is the beautiful Hennepin Bridge in the fog today. I believe someone is trying to summon Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's a nice shot. If I could get come back here later today when the North Star line is going. Unfortunately, that North Star line is getting discontinued, replaced with buses, but it'd be a beautiful shot of that train going over the bridge with the fog there. Who knows if the fog will still be here at, I think the next train out is 3:30. Something like that. Got to get the footage of that North Star train while we can. I am loving this fog on the Mississippi. I hope those of you watching along are as well. I stepped on a ketchup packet. That's what that pop was. Oh, I hear a train coming through. Let's see what we got. Whoa. All right, all right, all right. What timing? I mean, I know I wanted to catch that North Star line, which is only a 3-car train. But wow, I had just mentioned wanting to see a train go by in that fog. Maybe planning my day to come back later around it. And then boom. Sometimes life just gives you a little treat like that. Just a little train passing by as a treat. I hope any fellow foamers in the watching along enjoyed that as well. Oh, I am not making it back to work in time. I've been streaming 40 minutes. Oops. Luckily, I don't have any sort of like meeting or anything coming up immediately, so I'll be okay. But definitely don't like to make a habit of being late. Or being inaccessible when I should be. Oh, I know what I'm doing. So this is, we're gonna cut across on the Cedar Lake Trail here, which I think just recently it says closed at Glenwood Avenue. I believe that's open now. Or it might be that. So this is the Cedar Lake Trail. It's going to connect us up ahead to North Loop Green, where there's a Christmas market that I believe opened up last weekend, and then we'll be running through Christmas. I don't know if it's a Christmas market or a holiday market. I don't know what they call it. And it'll be closed right now, but we can see where that is. And I recorded a video there last year. I don't know if I'll make it out this year. We'll see. And then can take the steps up there and start heading back towards downtown. They still have the trail closed sign, so maybe there is some portion that still has a detour on it. There's so many nice bike paths and walking paths and trails throughout the city that different connections that I don't even use that often. It's been a bit since I mentioned it, but if you are in the chat today, the chat is not showing up on screen for me. So if you are involved in the chat, I hope all of you in there are having a nice positive conversation with one another. And I cannot see what you're saying, but I appreciate you being there. And I do hope to get that sorted out before the next stream. But we will see. I don't know if I have to do a test stream or do a private one and send it to a couple people and have them try it out. I don't know. But I can't even see my own stuff in the chat. So maybe I could do a test stream and then just type to myself. Whatever. Don't worry about it. We will get that sorted out. So you can cut up this way towards the North Loop neighborhood. This new apartment that's maybe 2 years old or so, 2 or 3. The butterfly installation on the side. This bridge up ahead is Washington Avenue, main thoroughfare in Minneapolis. I would say the main connecting point between North Loop and downtown and the other neighborhoods. See, I'm stressing about getting back late, but I'm trying to make a point to walk slower in these videos because I've watched a few of them back and felt like I was going a bit too fast. Try to keep the pace slow enough to be a nice leisurely stroll, enjoyable, never give up. But I'll probably be walking a little faster now because I am in a hurry. Up here on the left, there's a spot where you can walk out and get back up to Washington Avenue. There's a restaurant over there, I think Dario. And, that would be your access point to the North Loop from the Cedar Lake Trail. Go up this way. Dario's there on the first floor of the building on the right. Popular restaurant here. I wanted to go up towards that market, but we got to look at these North Star trains while we can. I think it's January 6th is the last date for the North Star line. Hope I can make the time to get another ride in before they shut it down. And the North Star line getting taken down is a pretty bleak situation. It sounds like they're going to be tearing down these stations that are, what, 15-ish years old or so? 15 years old or so? So relatively new builds, all that infrastructure, all that money put into it. They're going to take it apart, take them down. I do believe the North Star line was destined to fail. I think connecting it all the way to St. Cloud would have been a huge, huge upgrade, and that the frequency of the trains is a big part of why it doesn't work out, but a lot of factors at play there. And there's the Crisp Kindle Market, I think that's what it's called. All the booths are closed. It's only open on weekends. I did not make it out last weekend when they opened up. Last year it was a fun market. I think I came a couple times. This is I think that's called the Green at North Loop Green. It's a newer building here. Probably the newest tall building in Minneapolis. North Loop Green here. And then second newest would be RBC Gateway. They're downtown, which we walked by earlier, where they had that Soca Cafe and the Four Seasons Hotel. Here's our North Star train. I think the replacement buses are significantly longer too. I get it, but would have been nice to have found a way to make it work. So you got North Loop Green 360, which is like the apartments and condos. And then Sonder, which was doing short-term rentals out of here. And Sonder, I believe, went under a couple weeks ago. All their reservations got canceled, so I'm interested to see what happens with that property and those units that were built for short-term rentals. Here's your Blue Line train leaving Target Field Station. Yeah, that's a prime spot for a hotel rental, whatever you're going to call it, Airbnb, wherever they're listing it at. If you're going to a baseball game, visiting Minneapolis, and want to see some team beat up on the Twins, or going to a concert there, great location. New York centric. No. We're just. And I definitely. Look at all those lanes, look at all those parking spots. And people say, where are we going to park? So many parking spots. I remember when one of the restaurants back there at North Loop Green, I don't know if it was Flower and Water or Hope Breakfast Bar, but one of those two, they were being promoted in, I think, Minneapolis St. Paul magazine or something, or the online portion of it. And the writer was talking about the location and how it's a nice spot, but like they included, but where will people park? And turns out they that building has a parking ramp on site, and I think you can get it validated if you eat there. And then you have all the street parking around here, these massive parking ramps all around us. I just remember thinking that was kind of funny. Where are people gonna park when there is an abundance of parking? I don't know, they're probably wanting it free. The Wyman Partridge Building. I have not read that sign before, but I'll do not have time today. Outside of the Kickernick building, right here on the right is Tropico Cafe. It's like a Colombian restaurant. They have like arepas and some different drinks. Bright little spot. Worth checking out for the arepa fans among us. Here's First Ave. You can see the Timberwolves Stadium, Link Stadium, concert venue, Target Center in the distance there. Still decent amount of fog for midday. I figured it would have burned off by now, but not too shabby. Nice showing by the cousin of Carl. Oh, I should have just got on one of those trains to get closer to work so I could have made it closer to that 1 hour mark to getting back in time, but oh well. This is doesn't work as well because I can't chat back and forth, but I hope people, I'm hearing the announcement over the speaker there from Metro Transit, and it's reminding me of, I think it was like 2021, 2022 era. They used to play this announcement on the light rail train and on the bus sometimes. And it's like these kids coming over the speaker and like these children's voices, and they're like, please don't smoke on the train. It hurts my lungs. It was just like very bizarre announcement. I think it was pretty short-lived. I think the feedback that Metro Transit got back was, yes, this is important. We need to make sure people aren't smoking on the bus, but the children speaking announcements are kind of odd. Cafe Trieste. And I will say, I think that the smoking and all that stuff on the light rail trains has gone down a ton over the last few years. It used to be a pretty big problem, where you'd go on the train and very often there'd be people holding the doors or smoking. And in my limited use of the train over the last couple years, have not seen any of that, but I ride the bus a lot more than the train, just because of location and where it's set up and what I have access to. But I love riding the train. coming up on Nicollet Mall. Currently a transit way reserved for buses, bikes, police cars, and the occasional lost driver. From my understanding, in the future they're going to be pedestrianizing it. Which we will see how that turns out. I hope that the buses that are moved off are moved maybe a block or two away so it's not too much of a walk. And I hope that they create that into a really nice space. Because as I've said many times, getting rid of the buses will not move the needle on making it a more livable, nice area. But if you remove the buses and take the right steps, lots of seating, open storefronts, a place that's going to be accessible and enjoyable every day, I could see it being pretty cool. But if we're just removing the buses to remove the buses, then we're not gonna see much improvement outside of the events a few times a year, which sounds like are dwindling. Because we're not doing Holidazzle, we're not doing Aquatennial anymore, unless someone comes in and decides to take those projects over. The Downtown Council is, the Downtown Council recently announced that they're not going to be taking on hosting those events, and they had parted ways with multiple, they had cut head count in their event staff, so no longer will they be hosting Holidazzle or Aquatennial celebration. Two big events on Nicollet in the past. So yeah, need someone else to step in and host those, or who knows what will become of them. Well, I guess if no one goes in to host them, they will be gone. This is Canadian Pacific Plaza. Nice spot to sit outside and eat your lunch on a sunny day in the summer. Maybe not on a gloomy, cool day like this. But all right, everybody, I am close to the office. I'm gonna get back to work. I appreciate everybody watching along. Hope you enjoyed the video. If there are places in Minnesota you'd like me to see or show, let me know. Minneapolis, St. Paul, wherever along the state, I'll do my best to get to them. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you soon. Take care.